We make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same, thus the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thama Zane. No sooner did the Forum decide to withdraw from Eorzea than we began work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before in search of Heidelin's ever fainter echoes. The Eidoscope. And you communicate with her through this device. For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to even hear a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Eidoscope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand, but if we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Eidoscope ocular lens by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard lies above us. Through it we can watch and guide you. In those thrilling depths there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late. Please, allow me. I have thought upon this much, and, in truth, I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. This is no time to have a weak link on your vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the matter that Master Fortuno has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust in me to do so? I can think of none I trust more, compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. There is one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet, what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift in ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. So I'm gonna fight ghosts? In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. This is gonna be a very sad dungeon. I think I'm gonna cry. The Eidoscope is now accessible. Once you are below, you should proceed through the Eidoscope to the Central Observatory. That is where the objective lens is located. We can manipulate it to direct an ethereal current deeper into the sea. Though I shall assist you in every way possible, this is your journey to make. When you are ready, I bid you step forth. I hope to guide you via Link Pearl while you're inside, but given the density of the ether, I'm not sure how long the connection will hold. Even if you can't hear me, however, be assured that I am watching over you. Maybe our enemies are down there, but if we've beaten them once, we can beat them again. I am more concerned about our meeting with Heidelin. We may find our truth, but what if... No, I would rather not think of it. Let us move on. I now understand why these faculties are so heavily guarded. If it fell into the wrong hands, the wisdom of Heidelin could be dangerous, 'tis true. However, that danger is not compared to what would result should the common folk en masse venture into the ethereal sea unprepared, which they most certainly would if they thought it would allow them to speak with the dead. Once that secret got out, no rational argument could dissuade people from wanting to see their loved ones, no matter how ephemeral the meeting. Horschifon's gonna be down there. We have always tried to do the right thing, but we have not always been kind nor merciful. I should not be surprised if some few harbored resentment for us as they passed on. We must face these truths and meet them as they come. If some part of them remains in the ethereal sea, do you think... Forgive me, that's not why we're here. And no matter what happens, she'll always be with us. With Reen most of all. She'd let us live... She'd tell us to live for the here and now. To do what must be done, and we will. If Hydaelyn be unwilling or unable to divulge Mateon's location, I shall see our comrades delivered to the moon, one and all. I pray, however, that this eventuality doth not come to pass. While even a sliver of hope remaineth, we must needs fight on. I cannot help but think of those who were transformed into beasts, their ether dissolved into nothingness, their souls forever lost. Yet I dare say Fandaniel still wanders the ethereal sea, as do ancients who gave rise to Zodiark, setting in motion so many cataclysmic events. If there is a justice or morality at work that governs our fates, I do not know it, nor do I think any man ever will. I've seen more than enough death in my time. Friends, enemies, far too many to count. Once, revenge was all I lived for. And all that hate, all that anger, what good did it do? None, that's what. Way I see it, there's no point in living for the past. It's the present that needs protecting. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna turn this music up. This is gonna be a sad dungeon.
I stand ever ready. 'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Victory will be ours!
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me? Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
Ooh, yin yang. I thought I'd see you in this expansion, buddy.
The gloves are off.
Ah ha ha! Well, 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 look who it is!
There!
Ooh! Oh! Papalimo! Oh! Oh! Livia!
Allow me.
Wow.
Hold still. Allow me. There!
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you. The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Oh, get over here. That's Moonbrita! You guys, Moonbrita's over here! Come over here! Oh, man!
You cannot stop us!
Lesson learned, just don't big pull. You're gonna miss the shell. Lord Horschiffant. Lord Horschiffant. Oh. And who might this be? Oh. Oh, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. It's Cape Westwind Extreme. It's finally here. Ooh.
Hold still.
I will not hold back.
You cannot stop us! Hold still. Allow me.
Oh, rude. And who are you? This is Vinfilia. Who could this last boss be? They seem to be doing Garleans, so I guess maybe Varus, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be Laha. Oh, that's Laha Brea. That's gonna be Laha Brea. Tell me that's not Fandaniel. I am sick of fighting Fandaniel. Ah!
Is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
I'm sick of this dude! I've had enough of this dude! This is the third time I fought you in this expansion, Daniel! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I'm sick of this guy! Get a load of this guy,
Many
Cam.
faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
Allow me.
The stage is set.
Hold still. Allow me.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Oh my god. You sail! Oh my god. You sail!
My, what a boorish audience you are.
Away with you!
I'm so sick of this dude! I've had enough of this! Stop! Stop!
Allow me. Allow me. There. Allow me.
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes,
Goodbye. I'll see you again soon, Van Daniel! I'm so sick of this guy! Stay away from me!
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Leave this to her.
Come to deal the coup de grace. Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all. How would you know that name? Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emmett Silk. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emmett Selk adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amaral in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world, his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Van Daniel, still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Asahi?
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Get out of here! What is this expansion doing?
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall, and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance. Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus, even should you be reborn. Your desperate search for answers must start again.
And what might that be? My wish is all but granted. To die and take you all with me.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Can we be rid of Asahi and Fandaniel forever now, please? I'm sick of these guys.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
I see. Thou didst journey under Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. is what I might have said. Once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark! Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return.
Prepare yourselves.
Baby, this is Final Fantasy.
Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Baby, this is Final Fantasy!
The question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
The mother crystal is not accessible. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby! During this quest and when using the trust system scenario mode, you have the opportunity to undertake this Yes! Yes! Will differ from those you are normally able to select. Additionally, you may now enter the yeah. Are you kidding me? I can do this as a trust? Are you gonna do this as a trust? I can do this as a trust! I have the biggest freaking grin on my face right now. This is the most freaking Final Fantasy thing I have ever seen! And with my friends! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, everyone! Oh my god! Yes! Are you kidding me? Of course I'm doing this with the trust. Emmett Silk called us incomplete, pitiful creatures, he said, and maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear. They walk with us wherever we go. But we prove to him that we deserve to live, and we'll prove it to Hydaelyn, Medion, to the universe itself if we must. Pain and despair. Aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I've cursed my own powerlessness. But it's the blessed moments in between that I choose to hold in my heart. Memories and possibilities. I fight to keep those things alive. Minfilia and Reen, I say nothing of you lot. I know, would never say less. Would never settle for less. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise to grant this star new life. As its will, long has she labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts to proof Hydaelyn's own faith. Should we bring our singular talents to bear as one, even gods may fall. Nevertheless, I prithee thee, throw thyself not into peril, lest our curative resources be spent. If strength is the courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance, to rise from the ashes while the fire still burns, bloodied but unbowed, then my friends have made me strong. What? Surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? I've not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour, there are people I cared for, mentors, comrades, that mad woman who gave her life for us. Then you and Alphino threw my eyes off a bridge, and that I've never known peace since. Never, in the past, present, or future, have I found only happiness. To live is to be ever beset by hardships great and small. Yet it is in adversity we find the strength to strive for the next moment of peace, and the next, no matter what trials we face. By this strength we have the will of gods been defied, and the fortunes of men been forever changed. May it be so again this day. So they said, I wonder what happens. They said some party members might have a different role depending on my party setup. I think the only thing that would change is if I went in as a healer, because if I went in as a tank, Grauha would just DPS. But if I went in as a healer, Urianger or Alphina would have to change, and I'm so curious what that is, but I can't find that out now. So, let's go, let's go, let's go. I see. So Urianger would DPS. What is his DPS though? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is happening. Let's go.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth. Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate? A change of arms. May the test continue.
I will not hold back.
Where near or far. And now this.
Gloves are off.
Light unyielding.
You underestimate me.
This will hurt.
By blade.
You underestimate me!
I will not hold back. I will not hold back.
You underestimate me.
Light unyielding.
Together we shall overcome this.
By blade. Crystals of light. To me. Here The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think. And find your way in the darkness.
Allow me.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back. Then you are resolved.
Away with you!
But this test is far from over. By Crystal's light.
Hold still.
Where near or far.
I have you. Allow me.
Where high or low.
You underestimate me! All or nothing!
Light unyielding.
Heaven's taken.
Refulgence eternal.
You underestimate me!
By blade.
Shit.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
You're mine!
You underestimate me!
Succumb not to fear!
You underestimate me!
Hold still.
Got you! Got you!
quite unyielding.
I will not yet keep
Together
it up!
we shall overcome this. You're mine!
You cannot stop us! Hold still.
At last, man has the strength to...
Baby? Baby? We in Final Fantasy now. I tell you what, this is Final Fantasy. This do be Final Fantasy. You know, all of my complaints that I have had while playing through Endwalker, I forgot something really important that I need to take to heart. This is a Final Fantasy game, and baby, we are playing Final Fantasy. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was good. I love that. I love this. This is the most Final Fantasy thing I have seen in my life.
No, this can't be happening.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled. To deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations. Surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the Crystal of Azum, yes? As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. the laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, for it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azam's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Of this, I have no doubt, for yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.